Yo, what's up, guys? Sheepy Plays Sheepy here. We have just been Hypersonic. And in my opinion, I think Hypersonic is a very cool level. I think it's good. It's like an alright level. The biggest issue comes with the bugs this level has and like the extreme just unbalancedness of the level. Where mainly it's Vlak and Mannix are like the hardest parts about the level. Vlak has that duel I don't like. Mannix has the weird wave I don't like. And like I'm surprised, you might be surprised I didn't say Terran, but that's honestly just because it just got super consistent. I didn't even die to the Terran wave at all. I only died to the UFO, and that's like the only time I ever died to Terran. Um, but Hypersonic is like a cool level. The decoration has aged like shit. I think it looks horrible nowadays. It's like a fucking 3, in my opinion, with some ugly ass parts like Mannix looking like actual garbage. And then and you have really good looking parts like Rustum. They look really cool. Terran and Viper, they look really good, even though Viper did like a lazy ass job, but that's the best you can really say in Hypersonic. But I'm not gonna say much. I started playing this level back around when I re-beat Bloodbath. I started playing it because I was bored. So I learned I think if I'm correct, I might have learned I got Pan the 100, and then I learned the day after I learned Viperin, and I think got Viper the 100, and then I think either the same day or the day after I learned Zenthic, and then also got Zenthic to 100 while I was in the middle of playing Astral Divinity. Um, though Hypersonic I would recommend as a beginner to Extreme Demon. I think it's very good. I really like how it gets you a lot better at certain parts of the game that are commonly used, but also some that are not really commonly used, like an entirely memory section with the Vibrant Ball, and also asymmetrical duels, like really inconsistent ones, like Pan's asymmetrical duel. Like Centhic had a few of the green orb bugs, but outside of that, it honestly wasn't really that bad. But also, it teaches you that, I know it sounds stupid, but sometimes it takes a while to get to the drop. Well, like what I mean by that is like in terms of the length itself, it kind of takes a bit to get to the drop. But with Hypersonic, it's kind of like Silent Club Step. Like the beginning is a lot harder, and like the drop is like not a lot easier, but it's definitely a good amount easier. Because Zenthic really only has that spider part that is difficult. Viperin easy. It's like a break part basically. Pan has the duel, and that's really it. The duel's like glitchy as fuck. That's out of that. Pan's not bad. Evasium, honestly, the ship is just weird, and that's really it. With Evasium, Etzer is easy, and Terran really only has that wave, and that's it. That's literally how easy the drop is. I'm making it sound incredibly easy. That's coming from a guy to be artificial ascent. So obviously, levels like Hypersonic are going to be like real easy, but for new players, it's still going to give them a good challenge. It's still going to get them better at the game. It's not like Cataclysm where it's like so much really boring choke points. It's actually a really fun level that I would recommend as your first Extreme Demon if you don't want to go for Accu. Because Accu is in the top of my list, but if you want to improve, I would say Hypersonic. Cataclysm is just way too choke point heavy and like really weird. But enough yapping. Let's get to analyzing the difficulty of Hypersonic. Okay, so here we are. Let's make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. So here is the difficulty analysis of Hypersonic. So I think this cube it's learning, but once you know what to do, it is incredibly easy. And then after that is Serpunge. The duel is also really learning, but once you know what to do, it's easy. It's honestly not that bad. This first like 13% is really easy, and then you get the Mannix, which has this buggy ass transition to the ship that doesn't work all the time. Sometimes that's at a spike at the bottom. This robot, easy ass marker click, still gives new players a good challenge though. You gotta time this red orb, and it's annoying because you can't really time it too late, or else this ball part would be like impossible. So you have to time it at that just the right time, which still be tricky for new players. This ball part, you just spam. This cube's easy. The spider, I don't like the click pattern, and also easy spider, which is probably one of my least played game modes. Second least. And it's below swing. Swing is my least played game mode, yet is my favorite game mode, which is probably like the only time a person's ever like swing. Spider's not that bad though. It's set of the weird ass click pattern. I don't like this like UFO in the cube. It's so weird. Sometimes you can time the orb too late, and then it's basically GG's. You can time the yellow orb too early, and it's GG's. It's just ugh. This robot's easy as fuck. Now here's what I was talking about. This ship easy. This wave not so easy. It has probably one of the worst transitions ever. Just automatically goes to 3 times speed out of nowhere, and you get like a broken ass UFO part after that doesn't even work all the time. Here's Vlak. The duel is difficult. You gotta do like a really small micro click, and you gotta time it at the right time, which makes it tricky. And then you got these easy ass orbs, and you got a fairly not that bad timing. Here's hardest click of the robot. Like that first jump is like probably, in my opinion, the most difficult click of Vlak that isn't the duel. And after that's easy. Even this ball is easy. The ship's easy. Rustum, I'm not gonna talk about how easy it is. Oh, actually, I'll say one thing. That orb click to that gravity portal is honestly the hardest part about Rustum. Is so inconsistent. But eventually, at the last like 30 minutes of me playing Hypersonic, I just got really consistent. And after that, yeah, just Rustum's just easy. Like there's nothing you're really gonna die to. You got Nazgub, and unlike an artificial ascent, I think Nazgub's part in Hypersonic is harder than his part in Artificial Ascent, which is hilarious, bro. This spider is just wildly inconsistent, some really difficult timings. I died there a lot, bro. Wait, did I just... And you just say that's no clip? We're playing without Geo. Look at that, bro. I was so close to dying there, bro. What? Yo. And then after that's kind of easy. But yeah, that's Nazgub Spider is kind of difficult. This robot's easy. It's just not that bad. Here's the duel. The wave you think will have gameplay, it actually doesn't have any gameplay, surprisingly. But the bottom cube's easy. I don't doubt too much. This duel, I hate it. It's so inconsistent and broken. I kept on the bugs sometimes. But this duel's not that bad. It's had the bugs. This ship, not that bad for me. This spider is probably the spammiest part of the level. Like, legit, the CPS required is a lot. You can even see me like lean forward a bit. That's because I had to use that method to spam better. Like legit, but I thought this might be pretty easy from watching Nexus play, but it's actually pretty difficult. UFO, I used to do a really inconsistent click pattern, which actually made the Zenthic UFO a lot harder. But with the new click pattern I learned from Nexus, it's honestly pretty easy. The memory ball, learniest part, probably hardest part to learn, but once you know what you're doing, it is like incredibly easy. So the first like 2 seconds of Viper's the hardest. Pan's duel is really learny too. It's like so buggy and inconsistent, but once you know what you're doing, it's easy. This wave, it's also easy. I just spams, but I actually found spamming harder than do like some swoops. This cube, it's hard, but it's not really the worst. Evasium, I don't like this red orb. I don't like how it moves. That's how the robot's easy. This UFO, this click, tricky. That's where I died to. I think it was 74. And that's really all that's hard about Evasium. I said this ship, this is so like awkward. This robot, I died there once. It's not really a dumb death too. It's like the part's actually kind of hard because you got to do a micro click, but you also don't want to jump too high. Well, you don't want to jump too little. It's just ugh. This wave is free 99, and the entirety of Etzer is really free. Now, this ship is kind of hard when you start learning it, but once you know what you're doing, it's easy, bro. This UFO is easy. I don't need to explain why. This wave is probably the hardest part about Terran, and this I almost died to. Well, I actually died to the green orb because I actually clicked too fast. I could have fluked it from 74, but I didn't. It was the nerves. And then after that, it's easy. And yep, I legit almost died there. I think legit, I was like a few pixels off from dying, bro. That is like insane. And I did say I beat it. Let me look back. Because I definitely did say it. Hey, you can literally see in my mouth. This is me saying I beat it. And I almost died there, bro. And that's hypersonic. That's the difficulty of hypersonic. And it's just not that bad. It's a very beginner tier extreme demon. I think it's easier than the flawless, to be honest. The flawless has a wildly inconsistent gameplay. While hypersonic honestly doesn't really have that inconsistent gameplay, but let's move on to the conclusion. So what hypersonic, um, like it took me a while, almost like a month to get past 63. But like yesterday, I got 74 when I was playing. I was literally on like a call with my friend, and out of nowhere, I got 74 on hypersonic because I wanted the pre-practices. I always pre-practice now with deception dive. I don't know if I'm gonna take a 2-day break off of doing extreme demons. I want to kind of chill out, you know. Like I've already beaten 2 in 2 days, so you know, and one of them was like really hard for me mentally with the flawless. So I'm gonna take a 2-day break. On Monday, I will start playing Deception Dive. Friday, I'm just gonna chill out, have a good time, you know, not have to worry about any extreme demons to deal with. Um, and I'll say one thing: my very last extreme demon in the game, I want it to be low death. It is going to be a really hard level for me to play. I think it's like 10 spots apart from Artificial Ascent, kind of similar to Stereo Extremeness. And it's going to be really hard. It's 3 minutes long, wildly weird, and kind of inconsistent gameplay. But it's also a fitting end to my career. You know, always been playing really hard Extreme Demons, and always have been. But, yo, Hypersonic, I've had to give it like just a just a level rating in general. It's like a 6.5. The gameplay is like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5. The decoration is like a 3, bro. It kind of sucked. Well, like the decoration sucked. The flawless, that gameplay is 1, decoration 1. Fucking one of the worst levels I've ever played in the game. But I guess I'll see you guys on Monday. Well, not really see. It's more like me starting to play Deception Dive. Deception Dive, all I know is the last quarter is like the hardest part, and that's legit all I know. Like the parts I thought of the first quarter are like really easy. But yeah, see you guys on Monday. Bye.